Hello, everyone. I am going to click into the video to make sure there's sound so you're going to hear me. Yes, there's sound. Okay. Let me go ahead and share it into our group. We're going to talk cherries tonight. Did any of you see the live last night between Mary Grace and I? We go live every Monday night for our free jewelry live stream. And we talked about Mother's Day. Welcome, everyone. Hello to everybody who's hopping in. We talked about Mother's Day, and I said to her, I saw your adorable cherry dress that you had on. So I wanted to compliment her on it. And then we started talking about cherries, and I realized like how hot they are right now. So I absolutely thought we could talk about that tonight. Welcome, everyone. I have no idea how it is 5 p.m. here on the East Coast, but it is. Make sure you put your first name, first initial of your last name in the comment section so that you can be entered in to win free jewelry. I am still shipping out free jewelry. I shipped out 2 last week to 2 different people, and one definitely got it. The other one I haven't heard yet. Hey, Seth, how are you? So look at this banner that's going across the bottom of the screen, and what you want to do is type in your first name and the first initial of your last name. And if you do that, you're entered in this week for the free jewelry drawing. You can enter every time I'm live, or you can enter anytime I ask a question in the group and I say for a ticket into the free jewelry drawing. That's how you get it. So there's plenty of people hopping on. I'm live in 3 places today. So welcome to tonight's live at 5, where I come to you live on our Sparkle with Janine client community, our wonderful client community. I also come live on our Sparkle with Janine business page, and then we are live on YouTube. So wherever you are watching this from, please drop a comment. Let me know you were here. Say hello, and let's chat about cherries. I hope all of you are doing well. I have been absolutely, positively, 100% crazy busy with all things that are, I just wish I could stop, to be honest. That being said, getting everything up and running at the lake house is super fun. Love that the season is here. You know, this is my favorite time of year. You all know this. So last night, I was live on the free jewelry chat. I go live every Monday night with Mary Grace at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. And we talked about Mother's Day, and we talked about her cherry dress that she wore for Mother's Day. So for those of you who are moms or who are, listen, there's a ton of you watching. Do you see what's going across the bottom of this screen? Give away free jewelry every single week. All you have to do is put your first name, first initial of your last name. It's all you have to do. The only reason why I asked that is because it comes up Facebook user, and I don't know who it is. So I just ask that you put your name there. So we're going to talk about some key points on why cherries are trending right now and how cherry jewelry or cherry outfits or anything with cherry is super, super huge. I don't know if you've noticed, but if you've been to any store lately, you're seeing cherries everywhere. We're seeing them on gift bags and wrapping paper. We're seeing them on clothing and jewelry. We're seeing them on accessories like jackets and purses. I'm seeing cherries everywhere, and I'm loving it because cherries are actually cheerful. Think cherries, cheerful. When you wear cherries, it makes the user that's wearing them happy, and it also makes the people that see it happy. That little tiny burst of red. I think that's what does it. And we have this gorgeous tart bracelet that is a total Y2K revival as far as I'm concerned, because this looks nostalgic to me. I just absolutely love it with the double cherries. And then it features a genuine freshwater pearl on this stretchy 2.5-inch band. When I tell you this is the perfect piece for any type of pop culture, you're seeing celebrities, social media influencers, you're seeing cherries on runways, on TikTok, on jewelry. It's everywhere. Cherries are everywhere. And I love the psychology behind it because the red catches the attention and conveys confidence to the person that's wearing it. Cherries deliver that punch in such a playful way. So red is such a bold color. And how many of you have anything with cherry on it? The only thing I have with cherries right now is this tart bracelet. And I thought we would style it tonight and talk about some ways that you could really style this, keep it balanced, mix it with other accents, and just kind of layer it into your everyday look. So the first thing I want to say to you is that if you don't have tart, you need tart. Okay. Tart's adorable. That little freshwater pearl kind of hangs in the back. Hey guys, if you're just hopping in, do you see at the bottom of the screen here? It says comment with your first name and first initial of your last name, and you'll be entered into the drawing for free jewelry. Please do that the moment you see this, live or replay, no problem. Here's what I love about tart. Tart is super stretchy. So tart is very easy to wear. And you just have that little bauble look. I kind of have it on with the willow bracelet here. How gorgeous is that? Kind of, off-white on off-white with the gold. You could stack it with so many different things, and it would look really, really pretty as, on your watch arm, because tart would go really well on your watch arm. And your watch wouldn't be lonely, right? So we could put tart there too. I just happen to have a red band on my watch arm today too. So let's highlight, I'm not going to pull the red out first. I want to pull out the green first. So do you see the green in that little itty bitty leaf there with the cherries? So we're going to pull the green out, and I'm going to show you some ways that you can do that just very, very simply. I'm going to do it a little darker. We'll start with darker, and then we'll go a little bit lighter. Now, you guys know I always have my notes up here because I don't want to tell you something that isn't right, but I happen to do that sometimes. It happens. But the first thing I'm thinking of is, my brain went to this. And again, we're looking at, two different motifs here. So we're pulling out a little bit of agate, but I'm going to pull this beautiful fig bracelet. And I think that the fig bracelet with that matte moon, that gold moon, and then the different, are you getting 4 billion calls a day? I am. They're trying to sell me things. Imagine that. I'm getting so many spam calls, it's not even funny. And it's happening constantly. I apologize that I didn't put on my do not disturb. But take a look at that. So you have varying hues of green in this particular bracelet. There's green, purple, black, and brown in it. But that matte moon and the beautiful green, I think it really kind of pulls out a little bit that dangling cherry, that beautiful little leaf with the cherry. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Thanks for joining me. What a wonderful way to just kind of pull the color out from this bracelet. Now, remember that cherry and that really pretty freshwater pearl, that genuine freshwater pearl, just kind of freely hangs. So what if we added the vibes bracelet in? Did you notice how now the freshwater pearl wants to take center stage? How about if we do that so you can see? How about if we add the vibes bracelet in? Look how pretty that is. Just the dueling pieces together with that light green really kind of makes it pop. I'm loving, loving, loving the look of that. And then finally, my brain went to the Arcadia bracelet, because if you guys remember, Arcadia has that strip of green right in there. How pretty that is. And then it has some other green and then some clear crystals all the way around. And this is a stretchy bangle. So here's another one that's really going to go well. Let's put the two greens up. How about that? Take a look at this. What a great combination. So we have tart and Arcadia, tart and Arcadia. I love the look of that also. Now we can add in a third. Listen, girls, we're always going to want to add in a third. So I'm thinking maybe just an impressions in a clear gold. How pretty would that be? Absolutely gorgeous. Or let's play on the color in those cherries. And let's put an impressions on here in my favorite. This is one of my favorite colors of all time. And I really do believe that I don't know why. I just feel like it really pops. And that's the iridescent coral. Take a look at that. Love Arcadia, huh? How do you like that with Arcadia and the iridescent coral impressions? Isn't that beautiful? Really pretty look. Really pretty way to just kind of like showcase that cherry, okay? So we're talking about cherries and how they're trending right now. I have to be honest, I love mixing in with the red accents. I think that cherry tones, echo all different colors. So you don't have to necessarily have this bold of a red. You could do a lighter red. You could do a coral red, which is what is here, a coral pink, coral red. Really, really pretty together and absolutely gorgeous. And I think that these cherries are a fun transition from spring into summer. It's just kind of lighthearted and chic, and I'm loving that look. This is actually my favorite so far. Okay, what's your favorite so far? Tell me. So let me go back here and pull up. I wanted to showcase one other piece that I thought would really go well with this, and I just want to check to see. Yes. Okay. So do I have it here? Okay. So we're going to have to imagine. No, we're not. Here it is. So I'm thinking a pink look also would go really well. So that gems bracelet with the pink stones would look really pretty with the cherry. And if you want to pull that Arcadia out of the center, we could always pop in maybe the impressions in just the regular gold right there in the middle, or we could even do a pink impression. So let's try it this way first. How pretty is that? That's a beautiful arm stack for a wedding or something that you have coming, upcoming. I love this style trend because honestly, I feel like people wear cherry colors. They wear them on their lips, their nails, their shoes, and it really pulls an outfit together. When you layer in a piece of cherry, you're layering in something that's going to elevate the look and not make it look costumey. Okay. So it's going to just elevate your look. So this tart bracelet is going to elevate your look. Now, hey, Margie, how are you? Let's go ahead and pop in some Rika bracelets. You girls all have these. If you've been collecting for a long time, wanted to really keep this simple today when I talked about the cherry because I wanted to highlight the cherry and how beautiful it is. Take a look at it with the Rika bracelets. This highlights the red tones, the cherry shape, and the bold of the statement piece, right? One of my personal favorites is always taking two of the same bracelet and bookending. I know that's not the thing, it's called framing, but putting them together. How gorgeous is that together, girls? Do you love that with tart? If you guys have tart, can you please put tart in the comment section? If you want tart, write want tart, and we'll get you a cart so you can snag this. There's also going to be a link in the description box where you can easily click that link and go ahead and place an order for that as well. Now, I talked to you about the gems bracelet, and even though our pink impressions is in a silver tone, I still think that that's going to go really well, kind of pulling out the pink here with the cherry. How pretty is that? Really, really gorgeous. And you could also do our, another bracelet that would work. And I didn't grab it. I think I don't know if it's behind me or where it is, but the McKenna bracelet, the one that is the freshwater pearls, that one would go really well with this too. Now, I like to mimic that freshwater pearl look by using my beautiful, and you guys know I love this bracelet. I like to mimic the look by using my marshmallow. I think that really, did you see how that just grabbed the white and brought it up? Really, really pretty. Great way to have just your style trending look. This is a sweet set. Okay. You have this bold piece and you have this, really conversation starter. Now let's make it an even sweeter set. All right. Let's add in an impressions. Again, I'm going to go light first. Let's take a look. Here's your perfect set. Okay. You buy one at full price, you buy one at half price, you buy one for $35. I mean, it's just excellent. Absolutely beautiful. Love it with the impressions and that gorgeous marshmallow. I always love doing stacks for you girls. You know that. It's something that I've always been, I don't know, I just think it's fun playing with joy. This is the part of that I think is fun. So we can also, there's a lot of parts I think is fun, but I love this the best. I like the two same bracelets framing. Love this. How about that? Okay, so now we've played on the white and the red, right? So now this is not a costumey look at all, right? This is absolutely seasonal. It's gorgeous. This is one of my favorite picks, and I love that we can theme our outfits. So do you have a blouse? Think to your closet right now. Do you have a blouse right now that would work perfectly with this set? I could wear it with my black today, which I just have on shorts and this black shirt. That's it. But you could wear this with anything flowy and white. You could wear it with green or a multicolored blouse. How gorgeous is that? How many of you love this tart set? I really love it. And Mary Grace showcased it yesterday. We talked about it. Look how much this impressions is. If you don't have the iridescent coral, you need the iridescent coral. Janine has two of them. I literally have two because I love these. In fact, you know what? Let's throw an iridescent coral on the top and the bottom and see if it's too much or not enough, or if it's something that you'd love to wear. I'm always thinking of how you can ramp up an arm party, and why could we not frame them with two impressions pieces? There's no reason why we cannot. So let's take a look at our famous tart with a banging party like that. Look at that. You kind of lose. I think we lose tart in that. I'm not as impressed with that, but let's pop the marshmallow on the bottom. See what that looks like. Cute, but I like it better on top. What do you girls think? Tell me what your favorite is. I like this. I think that's the cutest. So that's my pick. That's my sweet set pick for tonight's live. I'm going to try to do my best and come to you on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 5 p.m. I'm doing my very best. We're spending a lot of time working on my mother-in-law's house. It's been a little cray-cray. And then I have a whole bunch of things I'm selling. Did you know I started an eBay business? That's happened now too. Oh, good God, girls, if you only knew. We should sit down and have coffee together. I do have a enormous bag of jewelry that's all separated that I do need to do a sale. So I'm not trying to get you all excited and you're going to be like, oh, when is it? I don't know. I gotta pin Big Daddy down. But I really think that a sale is in order and I think it's time. And I think that you all would have fun if we did a sale. How about if we popped in the opal impressions and the pink opal and put the fig bracelet with that? Isn't that as pretty as well? Just so many different options. So we can play on the red of the cherry. We can play on the red of the cherry. We can play on the leaf of the cherry. There's so many different things, but that tart bracelet is so stinking cute and it's so on trend right now. And I don't want you to miss it because I think if you're looking for something fun and flirty to wear for the spring and summertime, and I'm so happy to be saying that, I think that's your answer. So if you are looking for some retail therapy, please go to the description in this video and you can click the link and that should be open. If it's not and you're having trouble, let me know. Send me a private message. Thank you, ladies, for hopping in. I'm going to hop on out of here, but I will be back tomorrow at 5 o'clock for your live at 5. And I don't know what we're going to talk about, but we'll have some fun. I'm thinking about talking about, I had worn, and I might do this. I wore the Moana earrings last weekend and literally got like 10 compliments. So I'm thinking about showing Moana again because I feel like people miss those. So we're just going back to basics for the springtime, keeping it super light. There's an entirely new Sunny Days collection. I cannot wait to get my hands on some pieces of that. I'm hoping you gals have taken a look and you have chosen some pieces as well. So thank you so much for hopping in tonight. I really appreciate it. I want to go ahead and end this as I end all things, and that is sparkle on, sisters, because you deserve it. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you tomorrow. If you're catching this on the replay, don't forget to put the first name and first initial of your last name to be entered into the drawing for free jewelry. Have a great night, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.